Okay, here's a little bit more of an explanation. Now, I'm going to have trouble here because I need to hold the torch and do this, which is quite difficult. Okay, now what's in there is a combination of that grease and WD-40. Now the reason I can tell that there's such a perfect cylinder to sleeve wear is I can't get it because it'll glare, is it's very even all the way around the cylinder. When I turn the motor over, it pushes away perfectly the grease combination with WD-40. Now this grease is like I said, Coppertech grease. The copper is softer than the piston and it's softer than the sleeve, so it won't do any damage to either. It'll just help the bed-in process. So like I said, I'm going to have to hold the torch in my mouth here, so it's going to get a little difficult to talk, but it's only going halfway up, just past the exhaust port, and it gets quite tight. I did over pinch it probably slightly. I'll show you again. Here we go. Alright, now there we go. It's just past the exhaust port. Alright, the piston, there's the gudgeon pin. It's just past the exhaust port. Now this is where it's coming up to compression. So this is where it needs to be tight. However, it's a little bit tighter than it should be. Once I get the drill, I'll show you the bed-in process without the head on, so that I can get, now see if you can see in the crankcase, there's quite a bit of fluid, which is WD-40 and the Coppertech grease. So it keeps the bearing nice and lubricated, keeps the piston nice and lubricated, the sleeves well lubricated, everything's well lubricated. But what I'll do is I'll turn it over with the drill and I'll feel the temperature rise through my fingers in the bottom of the bore, basically, which is in the bottom of the block, which is where my thumb is. So I'll turn that over until I feel it getting nice and warm, and then I'll stop. So here we go. This is just the process that it's going to take. Okay, I can feel the temperature starting to rise now. Alright, my battery's dying in the drill. But if you can see in there, there's a nice even wear between the cylinder and the bore. It's perfectly sealing. Now see, there's the WD-40 and the grease. I'll pour that out in between each run. Give it a good squirt with WD-40 so it flushes anything out. All that shiny material is only the copper out of the grease. It is not anything out of the piston or the bore. Now, if I can show you again, hear that nice suction sound? Alright, I'm almost able to turn it over by hand now, but still a bit tight. So that's obviously too tight. Now that's only brought the temperature up to probably 40 degrees in the cylinder. So it's nowhere near warm enough. Like I said, battery's getting a bit dead, but that's part of the sleeve pinching process. The next one will be a lot better. It's all a learning curve. This is the first one I've done. I've been a mechanic for 27 years, so I've got a fair idea what I'm doing. But that's now starting to get closer to being a running engine. Like I said, it had nowhere near enough compression to even start. You could turn it over with 2 fingers with the cylinder head on, which is pretty worn out. But to be able to get it this far, it's a good effort. So tomorrow, when I do the other engine, I'll show you the cylinder pinching process, and we'll go from there. Hopefully I'll be able to show you the engine running in the next day or so. Alright, hit like, hit subscribe, and watch for future videos.